He's a fucking sociopath. Like, this guy's is disgusting.
SuchSpeed is a giant scammer.
From faking hundreds of giveaways, to breaking YouTube's TOS multiple times, to scamming dozens of innocent people out of tens of thousands of dollars, the YouTuber we're discussing today has one of the most deserved downfalls I've ever seen. So strap in as we expose SuchSpeed, Minecraft's biggest scammer. Let's begin. Thomas, or SuchSpeed, is most known for being a 25-year-old Minecraft YouTuber. He's been in the game for almost 10 years now, and originally gained notoriety in the Minecraft UHC community.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's SuchSpeed here. Welcome back to...
However, it was right around 2018 where the UHC scene as a whole would begin to fizzle out over the coming years, and in order to maintain relevance, SuchSpeed would slowly begin transitioning to more generic Minecraft content, going from topics such as UHC highlights and montages, to now things like showcasing the best Minecraft clients and texture packs. But with this new style also came a fair bit of controversy. It seemed as though with every new upload, SuchSpeed began to put less and less actual substance into his content, while simultaneously adding more clickbait to his titles and thumbnails, until eventually we got to where we are now. An amalgamation of low-effort, repetitive slop content consisting of the same corny intro.
In this video, we got our hands on a top secret hidden Mojang Minecraft client.
And fake giveaway every video, which we'll get into later.
Stop. If you play free Minecraft, don't worry. I'm hosting a new account giveaway.
All to crack, what, a few thousand views nowadays? It just doesn't make any sense. It seems as though the SuchSpeed from just a few years ago is completely unrecognizable to the one today. However, if that's where this video ended, I wouldn't be making it. It's what lies beneath the surface of his channel, which is truly disgusting. Let's take a look at some of SuchSpeed's videos over the years. Do you ever notice that the editing style of these videos is never truly the same? Sometimes even changing from video to video? This very frequent rotation of editors isn't happening because he's simply making a ton of content or anything like that. I mean, nowadays he barely puts out one video a week, but rather because everyone that ever edits for him eventually quits after getting scammed.
So my name is Cole, and I'm his thumbnail designer, or I was his thumbnail designer. And he still owes me $185 right now. It was going great for like 3 or 4 months actually, and I was like, this is great. He was like my highest paying client at the time, and then slowly he kind of started to delay the payments. He'd be like, hey, sorry, pay next week, so I'm sorting it. And that went on, and as the time slowly started becoming more time in between payments, and it got to a point where the thumbnails I made him for September, where I told him I need $185 for the thumbnails I made him. And he's like, okay, great, I'll pay. And then he doesn't.
Despite constantly messaging him for over a year and a half straight, creating numerous viral tweets about the situation, and even having some huge YouTubers directly calling out SuchSpeed on Twitter on Cole's behalf, Cole, unfortunately, is still yet to be paid for his work. More often than not, getting completely ghosted without any response from SuchSpeed at all. And on the off chance that he does respond, it's always with different versions of the same message. That there's some sort of problem with his PayPal account or his bank, and that he's quote-unquote sorting it. And unfortunately, Cole is just the tip of the iceberg. If you simply go onto Twitter and search the words SuchSpeed scam, you'll see dozens of other editors, thumbnail designers, and managers recalling SuchSpeed doing essentially the exact same thing to them, sometimes scamming them for hundreds or even thousands more dollars. And the worst part of it all is that most of them never had as much public outrage as Cole, resulting in them eventually cutting their losses and moving on after a while of no responses. And as messed up as that is, I genuinely think it's what SuchSpeed hopes to happen, all while he continues to flex owning Louis Vuitton bags, Yeezys, off-white hoodies, and other expensive shit in his tweets and videos.
Tomzo just bought $750 Gucci shoes. Tom, show the camera.
But just where does he get all of the money to buy this stuff? And while a majority most likely comes from his YouTube ad revenue, SuchSpeed has also made his fair share of money off of sponsorships with different Minecraft servers, to which, as you can guess, he's also had a notorious history of scamming. This video isn't sponsored, by the way, but we are so close to 100K, so if you could, please subscribe. One server in particular, Blaze Network, had Tom sign a contract back in July of 2021, which agreed to pay him $1,500 in exchange for him to create 4 videos, 2 streams, and 4 Discord announcements on and about the server. Yet after 4 long months of SuchSpeed consistently failing to meet the required dates and constantly making excuses as to why he was unable to record videos on the server, Blaze Network eventually became fed up and terminated his contract, with Tom having done no streams or videos and only posted 1 small advertisement in his Discord.
I've been in this contract with him since June, and it's almost October now, and I haven't even got half the stuff I paid for.
And just to name a few other instances before we move on, he's had 2 separate exposed videos uploaded to his own channel from former managers that he scammed out of thousands of dollars. And there was also rumors floating around that he supposedly scammed an editing company out of around $30,000 worth of work. Just thought that was worth mentioning. Anyways, with his controversies being as well known as they are, I mean, some of these exposed videos have tens of thousands of views. Surely Tom has had to have made some sort of response video at some point, right? And the answer is yes. In fact, he's actually made 6 of them. Kind of.
I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. But when I search SuchSpeed on YouTube now, all I see is SuchSpeed exposed. Now, we're going to be talking about that at some point, but I want to change that to SuchSpeed bald. So if you want to see me go bald, comment it down below.
Yeah, spoiler alert, he never addressed anything. In fact, this was the only time out of all 6 videos where he even mentioned any of his previous controversies. Instead, he uses the rest of this video as well as the other 5 to simply say that he's sorry because, get this, he thinks his content is getting slightly repetitive and isn't up to his standards. This man has the audacity to not only scam countless people, companies, and all of his viewers, some of which was desperately needed to pay people's rent, car payments, and even caused entire servers to shut down, but to then use the apology as bait to simply generate more views. Unbelievable. And this leads me to the question that sent me down the massive rabbit hole to make this video in the first place. Just how much money has SuchSpeed stolen, scammed, and failed to pay over the years? Ladies and gentlemen, strap in, because it's time for some math. I started by adding up all of the amounts he currently owes every editor, designer, and manager he's ever hired. I went through every Twitter post that ever mentioned him, every SuchSpeed exposed video out there on YouTube. No stone was left unturned. I then went through every single Minecraft forum thread that was ever made about him on places like Hypixel Forums and MC Market, and compiled a list of companies and servers that he scammed in the past and their totals as well. Quickly, hundreds became thousands, thousands became tens of thousands. And that's when I had another thought. What about his fake giveaways? There's always one in every video, and it's been 100% confirmed by multiple YouTubers, former winners, and even staff members of his Discord that he never actually gives people the prizes he advertises.
You can see that I start off by asking simply if someone has reached out to them regarding their account, or if they have received a premium account from SuchSpeed or one of his staff members. You can see in every single conversation I've had that nobody has received an account or have been reached out to yet.
So what is the hypothetical total value of all of those collective prizes as well? But that's impossible to calculate, right? I mean, the man has over 1,800 videos. There's no way anyone would be crazy enough to watch them all, right? A part of my sanity died somewhere in those videos, but at least I can officially say that over all of his content, SuchSpeed has lied to his viewers about giving away 3 USB microphones, 13 different gaming mice, 1 Acer monitor, 15 copies of some sketchy FPS boosting program, his old PC, a GTX 1060, 80 Hypixel ranks, 106 Minecraft capes and cosmetics, $6,000 worth of Minecoins, and 761 Minecraft accounts, which, combined with all of the other costs I've mentioned in this video, brings SuchSpeed's grand total of debt to approximately $85,269.40. That we know of, because I know for a fact that there are plenty of other people who have been scammed by this man, who simply just haven't had a proper outlet to talk about it, which collectively could easily bring the total past $100,000. As of today, SuchSpeed has unfortunately still gotten away with everything, and his YouTube channel will continue to push out content devoid of any creativity in life as the numbers slowly decline even further.